Who doesn't love having those XTR letters on their bikes? Hi there, this is Shybek, and these are my observations on the highest so far model for 2017 of the rear derailleur from Shimano XTR M9000. It's not going to be a typical review, as I've made some episode about it already based on the catalogs, but here are my tips on whether or not to buy this one, and if you're owner of this derailleur, how to set it up, because it does matter. What you do with it matters really. I have this derailleur working with the RD-M9000 shifter on my 1x11 drivetrain on the FSI. Here are my observations. Maybe first off, short infos. This is not titanium. Some people say XTR means titanium. No, this is mostly aluminum alloy construction with some steel, of course. It has 4 fluoride coated bushing links, which is good. It works really smoothly. And the plate here isn't carbon. This is carbon fiber reinforced polymer. It looks pretty much like those older Campagnolo crankset. It shines so well, looks nice. But let's get to the important stuff, how it operates. Let's just do it. I'm doing it on a bike stand. It will just show you how the derailleur moves, but then I will tell you a couple of things about how to set it up and how it will affect your ride. I'm going also to show you from the rear. You will see how the derailleur follows the shape of your cassette. This is the clutch, all right? So that's the part of the derailleur that stabilizes a whole derailleur. First observation, it is really strong. So when I want to push it, this is just goes for shifting, but I cannot really push it that easily in order to make it like bouncing during the ride. I'm gonna open this clutch. It takes some force actually to do it. Okay, now you see the difference. Okay, this is opened clutch. So we are going through some bumps. The derailleur is really bouncing with the clutch in on position. It is super strong. Now, this will really minimize bouncing of your derailleur, thus minimizing risk of chain drop either in the rear or even here in the front, because it will put still the tension on the chain, which is really good. But also the clutch affects how you change the gears. Just note that when I'm changing gears, going now up the cassette, the derailleur not only goes inwards, but also it goes like backwards, because the tension on the chain rises while the chain goes through the larger sprockets. So it goes inwards and to the back. Because you have this clutch here, it will make more difficult for you to go up the cassette, especially if you want to do this. Which is multiple shifting, you see? So it does really affect the way you change the gears. Great thing about it is that you have here this little rubber, and you can open this up, and there inside, using a 2.5mm Allen key, we can regulate the tension of the clutch, which is awesome. I like it so much. It gives us chance to adjust this one to your needs, to your riding style. And now, what would I do if you want to have crisp shifting? You are not going through like super bumpy terrain, jumping and some maybe dirt stuff or trail enduro. Maybe this is not the maybe enduro type stuff, but the harder you go, the stronger clutch you want to have, but then also the shifting won't be as easy. It will be a bit heavier, but there is also some other side of this. If I was to take this derailleur, this bike, to muddy terrain, when your cables get dirty and everything gets dirty, I would say a strong clutch makes the shifting harder, but also I would say in the very dirty situations it will just work better, because the more force you are using with your finger to change the gear, the better it works here in the rear. Even though it feels like, oh, it goes hard, it may really improve your shifting in the very dirty, muddy terrain. So I would say, if you don't need to stabilize your drivetrain that much, you don't jump, you don't go through really like rough terrain, you simply release this one here and the clutch will not be as strong, the shifting will be just easier. But then if you go through rough stuff, going for some mud terrain, I would not release it, I would put higher tension on the clutch. It will make the shifting more difficult, but will finally really help, in my opinion, with the shifting. And this is how it looks like from the back. You can see how the upper pulley is having slate angle, following the shape of the cassette, following different sprockets. I like it very much. So it doesn't feel like very smooth or I would say light. You feel that you have to really use some force, but then the change is really noticeable. And the instant release makes the job much quicker, because changing now down the cassette to the smaller sprockets is just one motion, like one-way operation. You don't have to do it twice, like push and release, but only push. Okay. One thing more, if your clutch is really strong, it will be difficult to do this, which is multiple shifting up the cassette, especially because we have here 1/11 and there is differences, quite huge differences between those sprockets. That's how it works. Is it worthy? XTR has been and probably always will be expensive. I wouldn't be considering here the weight, but the way the clutch works and gives us also a chance to tune it up into different tracks and our riding style. I do like it. It works fine. I would be happy to see how it works in the mud. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna do it with this one because I'm replacing my drivetrain for the twisters of SRAM, but this was just my observations on the XTR M9000 Derailleur. Thanks guys, and see ya!